Austin Mack signs with the Alabama Crimson Tide. Then Julian Sayin hits the transfer portal. Now he's one of the top quarterbacks in the transfer portal right now. We're going to go over his scouting report. We're going to go over the transfer portal. We're going to go over his highlights so we can get a good look at Julian Sayin because he's on the move. We're going to talk about Austin Mack. We're going to be talking about where Julian Sayin could be signing with, all right here. But before we do, you need to click that subscribe button right now. Tap it with the finger on your phone. Click it with the mouse on the computer, whatever you got to do, because we're covering the transfer portal all off season long. We're also covering the 2024 recruiting class all off season long, so you get a better idea of what these freshmen look like when they start playing for your team or start making plays for your team next year or the year after. You know something about them. Click that button. Stop missing out. But looking at Julian Sayin, he is in the transfer portal right now. He was signed with Alabama, one of their big gets this year. Austin Mack signs with the Alabama Crimson Tide. Just a few hours, a day or so later, yesterday, Julian Sayin hits the transfer portal. Now he's on the move. We're looking at the crystal ball right now, and it looks like they got him pegged with the Ohio State Buckeyes. A lot is going on with Alabama right now since the coaching change. And that being said, a lot of players are on the move, and we got to start looking at these players here, especially with these transitions. Julian Sayin is another one of the top quarterbacks in this year's 2024 recruiting class, regarded as the QB3 in the 24/7 Sports rankings, and in the other rankings here, going over to On3 here. On3 had him as the QB1 in both their rankings and the industry rankings. ESPN has him as the QB1. Rivals has him as the QB2. But going back to his prospect profile, going over what they're saying. Sayin had a strong senior season, developed his game in multiple areas, coming off an MVP performance at the Elite 11 finals. His confidence was sky high, and it showed in his play. Physically, he looked more developed, stronger in his upper body. He always had an advanced feel for the position with an extremely high football IQ. That means he's got a good mental processor. That means he's got good anticipation. That means he's got good reads and good progressions. He's an accurate passer, poised, understands timing and anticipation. Like I just said, his physical tools in terms of his size and arm strength took a jump this year, and he played more like a twitch in his game. His athleticism has always been underrated part of his game, and this year we saw him take off and run a little bit more. We got a smart quarterback who can extend the play, who's smart, accurate downfield, good mental processor. If the crystal ball is correct and he goes to Ohio State, he will be slinging the rock to 5-star wide receivers. This could only elevate his upside. And looking at the transfer portal right now, they got him rated as the top transfer portal quarterback here. And the Ohio State Buckeyes also dipped into the transfer portal well, getting Will Howard. So they're getting a veteran here in the college game, and they're also getting upside with a top-tier 5-star Power 5 prospect here. Julian Sayin going from the Alabama Crimson Tide to the Ohio State Buckeyes. Looking at that, you're looking at a top-tier Power 5 program that already had him signed. Now he's going to Ohio State potentially, or somewhere else. We got to wait for more reports because this is fresh because he entered the transfer portal yesterday. That being said, the odds are pretty good that he is going to Ohio State because something leaked out to these programs, because you're looking at him, and On3 has him going to Ohio State as well in their crystal ball or whatever you want to call it. USC is also in the mix there, it looks like, but barely. They got him at 99.9%. So something got leaked out. Looks like the odds are pretty good that he's going to Ohio State, but that could change. But what about Air Noland then? What about him? The QB6 in this year's recruiting class, 5-star in a composite, 4-star on many rankings here, but still looking like a very promising prospect over at Ohio State. And Ohio State had a quarterback issue here these last few weeks. During the bowl game, we saw that. Now we're starting to get some competition, but that competition only happens if this man, Julian Sayin, signs with the Ohio State Buckeyes. We may have a quarterback carousel coming into Ohio State if Air Noland stays or hits the transfer portal himself. And if he does, we're going to be going over Air Noland if he is on the move. That being said, let's look at Julian Sayin's highlights here. Let's see what we can see. We've done this before, but we're going to have to do this again because he's on the move, and we got to brush up on this. And some of you guys are new to the channel. You guys see what Julian Sayin is all about. Let me know what you think about him in the comments below. We're starting off with the first play here. We're rolling out, getting it downfield, out in front of his wide receiver to that back pylon. Left his feet a little bit on that throw, but you know what? Sample size of 1. Through his hips on that one. Got it to the wide receiver. Stepping back. Bam. He can zip it. Definitely can. Can zip it downfield. Stepping back. Stepping up. Gets it to his wide receiver in stride. Solid throw. Yak is also quarterback stat because you got to get that ball in the right placement at the right time so that wide receiver can take off with it. Steps up. Rolling out of the pockets. Keeps his balance. Stepping up. We're on the move. Showing some mobility here. We're also showing balance as well. Also some lateral agility. Not too much lateral agility. Shown doesn't mean he doesn't have it. But on that sample, we are seeing him take off, extend the play, zipping it downfield. So we can throw lasers downfield as well. Step back. Patient. Nice little window there. Guy was wide open, but some quarterbacks might have progressed out of that. Stepping button up. Good feel the pocket. Finds his guy over the middle. It's a good progression too. Stepping up and then moving your head to find that guy. Rolling out. Bam. So we went to our other read on that one too. He was looking left and looked back in when he knew he didn't have it. Slinging it up. Out in front of his guy. Yep, right where he could get it. Play action. Boom. Gets it to the sideline. Does he have the strongest arm? Out of all the quarterbacks we've seen on this channel, no. Is it strong enough or more than strong enough? Yeah. Yeah, he's good enough to get it done, arm-wise. Scouting report from 24/7 Sports agrees with that. Good patience, though. Good patience. Even though nobody was humming at him there. Devil's advocate. There's a zipper. That one went down on a line. That one was good. But you can definitely tell he's got it between the ears. You see that command he's got pre-snap. Rolling up there. Extending the play. I can see why they say his mobility is underrated because he is extending the play. It's just the one thing that you see him is going through his progressions. Like even there before he took off, he went to like at least 2 different progressions there. As you watch him look and scan the field, you can only see so much you can see, but he either looked off or went the other way. Bam. It's good to go over these multiple times because now I'm feeling differently about him. I'm feeling a little bit better about Sayin too. Up to where his wide receiver can get it. If he goes to Ohio State, this will be a good fit. This will be a good fit. Stands in the pocket good. Strong in the pocket. Good mobility. Ooh, wide receiver got killed there. He's smart. He's a smart quarterback. He's a smart quarterback. He's smart for hitting the portal as well. Just doing it instantly off the rip. We got the coaching change. No one's going to fault him for that. New quarterback coming in. He was with that new coach. No one's going to fault you with that. You go to a new team. You get to pick where you go. You're a 5-star prospect. You're a #1 player in the transfer portal, at least what the sites are saying. That being said, we got some upside here. Boom. Out in front of the wide receiver. You notice that? No drift backwards where the wide receiver had to work back to that. Throws through it. Gets to it. Up to his hands. Is he perfect now? Bam. up to where the wide receiver can get it because he knows he's got a height advantage. And he knows he's going to have the front spot on that DB. DB was playing back towards that sideline. Back boundary, whatever you want to call that. Finds the hole there. He's smart with his ball placement on a lot of these throws. That one was giving me, but other ones I'm talking about. He lets his wide receivers get it too. There's a lot of different things you can say about him. Say about Sayin. His arm, strong enough. More than strong enough. Not the strongest we've seen on the channel. We've seen some strong arms. But that being said, we've also seen some strong arms just look good on tape and then just fail. But it is more than strong enough. It's going to get the job done. He can zip it. He can get it downfield. But his ball placement is immaculate. He can put it around the sideline to where his wide receiver can get it and the DB can't get to it. He also allows his wide receivers to make a move to the football when it's in the air. He will put it up a little bit high, knowing that wide receiver will come up and get it. He's got the balls to do that. He can forecast that right before he makes the throw. He does that intentionally because we're seeing that multiple times. That's not on accident. He's got that mobility, that feel in the pocket. We're seeing him scan through his progressions on multiple plays. Go boom, boom, boom. Or go boom, boom. Then take off. And he's looking downfield. His eyes are downfield. He's thinking quickly. He's anticipating where his wide receivers are going to be. Wherever he goes. He's crystal balled right now to Ohio State, which would be a good fit for any quarterback. Any quarterback in the nation who gets their opportunity to start for them, due to them getting those wide receivers every single year, is in a gold mine. If I'm a 5-star quarterback, that's one of the teams I want to go to because I know if I get the opportunity to start, and if I am that dude and I get that opportunity, I'm going to be rolling with stud wide receivers, and I just got to dink and dunk to them and do my thing. I can't beat out the other quarterbacks. Maybe I'm not cut for the NFL anyways, if you look at it that way. If I'm Julian Sayin, if I go to Ohio State, you're going to have a lot of upside there. You're going to have tons of upside there. Air Noland, we got to watch him. What's he going to do? Is he going to hit the portal? We're already hearing rumors about that. I want to hear about that as well, see what happens with him. But we have to wait till the papers are signed. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think about Julian Sayin? Where do you think he's going to go? Do you really think he's going to go to Ohio State? He's crystal balled there. Rumors are going pretty hard on social media about that. There's rumors about Air Noland as well. But it's all hearsay. Nothing's said and done right now. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.